Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Nandya Pramaycella from regular class B nutrition major Poltek Kemenkes Semarang. In this nice occasion, I will present my presentation about balanced nutrition. Let's enjoy! Food that provide a good balance of nutrition must contain: number 1, contain carbohydrate. Carbohydrate can provide energy for brain, muscle, and other body function. For example, rice, corn, oatmeal, potato, etc. Number 2, must contain protein. Protein provide needed component for gene and cell reproduction. For example, meat, tofu, soybean cake, etc. Number 3, must contain fats. Fat is so important insulation and efficient way to store energy. For example, avocado, chia seed, peanut, etc. Number 4, must contain vitamins and mineral. Vitamins are organic compound essential to life and health to present in very small amount. And mineral be a component of enzymes and hormones produced by the body. And number 5, we must consume enough water. The right amount of water, at least 8 glasses or 2 until 2.5 liters per day to good health. In this slide, we will know the symbol about balanced nutrition. The rainbow symbol emphasizes variety. A well plate or circle symbol suggests a balance of food is desirable. A pyramid symbol recommends the number of serving from various food groups decreases from a solid foundation at the bottom or the base to the top. Different culture many use different symbols of healthy food intake based of nutrition available to them. For example, balanced nutrition must contain number 1, grain. Grain provide mostly carbohydrate as starches. They also provide some protein, fiber, and vitamin that needs to be complete with legumes or beans, nuts, seeds, dairy, or meat to be complete. Number 2, vegetable. Vegetable provide vitamins, mineral, and fiber. Some vegetable also contain carbohydrate and protein. Number 3 is fruit. Fruit provide different vitamins, mineral, and fiber. Number 4, dairy product. Dairy product provide complete protein and major mineral, particularly calcium. They are commonly supplemented with vitamin D and vitamin A. Number 5 is complete protein. They contain all the essential amino acids in adequate amount. Number 6 is vegetable oil. Vegetable oil can provide a balance of essential fatty acid. Number 7 is iodized salt. Should be used in all food preparation even if it costs more to avoid cultures. Number 8 is dietary calories should be limited to avoid excessive weight gain. Low-fat dairy product and lean meat should be used or dietary calories reduced. Now let's talk about carbohydrate. Most carbohydrate or hybrid carbon contain atoms from one water molecule or H2O for each atom of carbon or C. 4 types of carbohydrate are: number 1 is a monosaccharide, is the basic dietary carbohydrate. Number 2 is disaccharide, from when 2 monosaccharides join together. For example, glucose plus glucose can produce maltose from starch. Number 2, glucose plus fructose can produce sucrose, table sugar. Number 3, glucose plus galactose can produce lactose, for example, milk sugar. And number 3, starches in vegetables and grain are long chain or polymers of glucose. And number 4 is cellulose. is also a long chain of polymer of glucose. Why we should consume carbohydrate? Number 1, to provide energy for brain, muscle, and other body function. Number 2, combine with proteins or fats to form important part of cartilage, connective tissue, the nervous system, and the immune system. And number 3, contribute to stool softness and normal bowel function as fiber. Next, let's talk about protein. Amino acids are generated by the body or obtained through food. Proteins are made of chains of up to 20 different amino acids. During digestion, proteins are broken down into amino acids for the body to use. Two types of protein are partially complete protein, contains all essential amino acids, but the amount of one or more of those essential amino acids is inadequate. Number 2 is complete protein, contain all the essential amino acids in adequate amount. Breast milk is an ideal source of protein for the 12 to 24 months of life because number 1 has a perfect balance of amino acid. Number 2 does not cause allergy, and number 3 provide all needed nutrition for normal-term infants. The function of the protein are number 1 provide needed component for gene and cell reproduction. Number 2 carry out the instruction of the gene in the cells. Number 3 form a major part of muscle including the heart. Number 4 make up tendons and most connective tissues. Number 5 help make up collagen and cartilage. Number 6 direct and control the chemical reaction of life as enzymes. Number 7 repair body damage by forming scar tissues. And the last defend against infection as antibodies. Now let's talk about fats. Fats are mostly made of carbon and hydrogen and do not mix well with water. Most dietary fats called triglycerides are made with 3 fatty acids. Fatty acids can be saturated or full of hydrogen, monounsaturated or polyunsaturated, depending on how much hydrogen can be added to them. Saturated fats provide concentrated energy, tend to be solid, for example, in butter and lard. Number 2, monounsaturated fats are healthy from a concentrated energy, for example, in olive, canola, and peanut oils. Trans fatty acids are formed when hydrogen is added to unsaturated fat to make them solid. And cholesterol is another type of fat found in all cell membranes in small amount. Next, let's talk about mineral. Mineral can be divided into 2 types, micromineral and macromineral. The example of micromineral are calcium, the most abundant mineral in the body. Calcium is important for muscle tone, muscle contraction, and nervous system function. We should consume food that contains calcium such as milk, yogurt, cheese, sardine, tofu, soy milk, and connect salmon with bones or green leafy vegetables. Number 2 is phosphorus, combined with calcium to strengthen the skeleton. It also forms part of the nucleic acid strand that make up genes. Most normal diets have enough phosphorus, so diet deficiency is very rare. Certain diseases such as kidney. And number 3 is magnesium. It is important for normal muscle and nerve function, keep heart rhythm steady, support a healthy immune system, and keeps bones strong. Magnesium also helps regular blood sugar level and promotes normal blood pressure. Now the example of micromineral are number 1, iron. Makes up a central part of hemoglobin in red blood cell. It carries life-giving oxygen throughout the body. Insufficient iron or copper are two causes of anemia. Iron deficiency in the cell even in the absence of anemia. Number 2 is iodine. It's part of thyroid hormones. Deficiency leads to goiters or swelling of the thyroid glands, loss of energy, tiredness and constipation, and last, mental function slowing down. The food that contain iodine are seafood, dairy product, and iodine salt is often an excellent source, but is also variable. Number 3 is zinc. Zinc helps in many chemical reactions in the body. Deficiency leads to skin rashes, dermatitis, hair loss, diarrhea, burn, and healing. Diminished eyesight, taste, smell, and memory, and delayed puberty. The food that contains zinc, for example, meat, dairy product, beans, and nuts. Now let's talk about vitamins. Vitamins are organic compounds essential to life and health to present in very small amount. Vitamins can be divided into two types. Number 1, fat-soluble vitamins, for example vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. They can be stored in the body and can be toxic if we consume in large amount. Number 2 is water-soluble vitamins, for example vitamin B, vitamin C, and choline. They can easily be excreted in the urine if we consume in a large amount, do not generally reach toxic levels, and must be replaced frequently, preferably daily. Now let's talk about vitamin A. Vitamin A is to prevent impaired vision, night blindness, dry eyes, and other eyes problems. Other effects included impaired immunity, anemia, etc. It is generally made by converting compounds in yellow and green vegetables. Vitamin B. Vitamin B consists of various kinds. There are vitamin B1, B2, B6, and B12. Each type has various functions and consequences. If a deficiency of vitamin B, for example, beriberi, crack on lips, anemia, impaired growth, and neurological disorder in infants. We can find vitamin B on eggs, meat, vegetable, dairy product, cereal, whole grains, legumes, etc. Vitamin C. If you are deficient in vitamin C, especially ascorbic acid, then we will loss of appetite, diarrhea, shortness of breath, weakness, fatigue, irritability, etc. If we deficient in choline, we will fatty liver and liver damage. Vitamin C is contained in the vegetable and fruit, also abundant egg yolk. Vitamin D. Vitamin D. A deficiency in childhood leads to the bone deformity of rickets. In adulthood, thinning of the bones with muscle weakness is known as osteomalacia. Reduced bone mineral density and fragile bones is called osteoporosis. We can find vitamin D on fish, fish oil, and fortified foods. Vitamin E. Deficiency of vitamin E is rare. It usually appears as nerve problem in hand and feet, but also as anemia in premature infants. Vitamin E is contained in almond, sunflower seeds, sunflower oil, peanuts, hazelnut, and corn oil. Now, the important part of balanced diet and balanced nutrition is water. How much water does the human body needs? Actually, about 60% of the body is water. Water in food replaces about 20% of the water loss, and plain water and other beverage replace 80% of the water loss. Daily fluid needs can be more than double due to higher elevation, higher temperature, lower humidity, more exercise, and wrong clothing. The best beverage choice is safe water, or in specific cases, when salt losses are high, such as with heavy sweetening, a high-quality sport beverage. An average of 2 until 2.5 liters or quarts is lost on a normal quiet day at sea level. The average adult drink 2 until 3 liters or 9 until 12 cups of fluids each day. If a person does not get enough water, the results are dehydration. Dehydration can cause significant problems. Reduced physical and mental function can begin to occur after only 1 until 2% water loss. Other symptoms include headache, dry eyes, irritability, and sleepiness. Muscle cramps and salt loss often occur. And the last, we will know about infant nutrition. Infant nutrition, for example, mother's milk. Mother's milk is the best food for infants born near term gestation because, number 1, the protein from mother's milk. The protein is an ideal blend, essential and non-essential amino acid, not causes allergies, and includes antibody. Number 2, the carbohydrates or lactose from mother's milk. The carbohydrates are readily digestible by virtually all newborn infants and provide a natural lactative function. And number 3, the fats provide infants, contains essential fatty acids and energy to meet rapid growth needs. Number 4 are mineral and vitamins. Mineral and vitamins readily digestible and generally sufficient with modest exposure to sunlight to produce some vitamin D. Mother's milk should be exclusively fed to an infant for the first 4 to 6 months and should be the foundation of a child's diet for at least 12 months. By 4 to 6 months of age, infants tend to outgrow their body supply of iron, and other nutrients are needed in addition to mother's milk. Okay, that's all about my presentation. I hope this material is useful. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.